Okay, MMA, this is video 2 of the WeVideo tutorial. So at this point, you've watched the first video. It shows you how to set up your project and how to find all the media in the asset window, how to preview your clips, and then how to drag your clips and set in and out points onto the timeline. You should have about 10 clips in your edit so far for your movie trailer. This is just a demo, so I've only grabbed a couple here. And you notice that they're kind of small. It's hard to see. If you want to get in there and magnify your view so you can see a little bit better, you just come down to this bottom toolbar here. It's like the magnifier, and you can stretch it out, and then you can see better what you're doing. So I've stretched it out. There's my clips. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clips for my movie trailer so far. And now I need titles. So make sure all your video clips are on video track 1. And now we're going to start putting titles onto video track 2. So the way that you get titles is you come up to this button that says text. And if you double click on that, there's a bunch of different types. You can have text that moves. Those are motion texts right in here. And there's always going to be a preview so you can watch it. Click on it and it'll show you in the preview window what that trailer is going to look like. Remember, your titles should kind of match the genre of your movie. So say it's real action-based, you probably will have more action-based motion titles. Or if you're more romantic, you might change colors around. You can also do static text, which is right here. This is great for end credits. You can throw that at the end, and then it will be a scrolling end credit, and I can show you that in a later video. You can also just have one text that doesn't do anything. It's just on the screen, okay? Lower thirds are for like if you're editing like a documentary, and you can put title cards up for people. There's also fancier titles that are more themed. You could make your mother a video for Mother's Day, Patrick's Day video. I don't know what these call outs are. Okay. That's actually, this is for more if you're doing, if you need graphics for a video. But so probably stick with static or motion text. So let's say I need my opening title to say something, right? So I like this text right here, the one that says bada boom. So I'm just going to drag it down onto video track 2. Okay. Right now, this text is on top of my video. So you're going to see my video playing underneath as the text pops up. If you want your video to just be on a black screen, I'll show you what to do for that. Otherwise, what you can do is double click on your title and click in the text box. Maybe this is the beginning of your trailer. It says, in a world, kind of like it's going to be a suspenseful movie in a world, right? You can change the color if you want. If you're a horror movie, maybe you're going to change it red. If you're a romantic movie, yeah, you might keep it red or you might go pink, whatever you want to do. Make sure that you don't have dark text on a dark background. Make sure that it's either light text on a dark background or dark text on a light background so that you can see it. Okay, you can change the font. So again, think about what style your film is. If you're sci-fi, you might want it more like this kind of thin looking font. If you're kind of more fun, and here's Creepster. If you're doing a horror movie, if you're doing a romantic film or something fun, a comedy, you might want it more like playful, right? So think about what kind of text you would like and keep it consistent. Once you find a text you like for your titles, use them for all your titles. Okay, so there we go. I got in a world. So now when I drag back my cursor to the beginning of my video, I can hit spacebar, and then I'm going to have text on top of my clips. But now I'm like, this clip is too long, right? So the way to make your text shorter is hover over the end and just drag it back. And maybe I only want it to play over that first clip. So that I'm going to match it so it's the same length as that first clip. Try to keep your text at least 2 minutes or 2 seconds long. 3 to 5 seconds is good so people can read it. in a world. And then say like I want a new text title to come up, and I want to say I want to work in a world where demons reside. Maybe I want to use this kind of text now, right? So I'm going to drag the next one down. But I don't want this text to pop up on top of this clip. I actually want to have the text be on a black screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click my mouse down, and I'm going to hold my mouse while I'm holding it down. I'm going to select all these clips right here so that I've highlighted the clips on my track, and then make sure you click in the middle of a clip and you drag everything back. So I'm moving all my clips back to make room for my text. So now I can drag my my next clip, my next title back. So maybe I'm doing this one right here, and then it's going to say in a world where demons reside. Again, you can work with a color palette. Make sure it's like lighter colors if it's on a dark background, but keep it in line with whatever your style movie is. So here we go. I guess I'm making a horror movie. Creepster. Okay, and then I'm going to do both of them Creepster for the font. And it looks like yeah, so there we go. So they're both black, and I don't think you can get it any bigger. You can make your text, your font smaller. Or if you click manual, oh yeah, you can. So click manual and say like it's too small, so I'm going to make this 150. Let's see what happens. It's a little bit bigger. Yep. You also can move it around on the screen. If you don't want it right in the middle of your screen, you could like say move it off on the side. Typically, you're going to end up keeping things in the middle though. And this resides a little bit too big. There we go. Let's do manual, make this one bigger. Okay, so play around with your text so that we can read it, we can see it, it's big enough, and it's in a good placement on the screen. So there it is. So, and this, I already know it's going to be too long, so I'm going to watch this clip and then cut it when I think it's a good length. So let's go to the beginning. That looks good. So I'm hitting spacebar. I'm going to click the cut button. For some reason, that cut button isn't working. So if the cut button doesn't work, just drag the end of this clip back. I'm going to make this title about 2 seconds long. And now I'm going to click and hold my mouse, select my rest of my clips, and drag them back to where that title ends. So now you've got a title in the beginning of your film on top of footage, a title that's just with a black background, and then your clips continue. Oops, and did you notice that space right there? We need to close that gap. So if you click in this gap, you can drag it back so that it, right when it's green, it's snapped to that edge. And I'm gonna select all these and bring them back as well. Okay. And if you need to get back in there, again, there's that little zoom in button at the bottom. If you notice something's off, you can always zoom in and see if there's like a missing gap there. Okay, so here we go. So that's how you go about adding your titles. There we go. World where demons reside. Okay, looks good. And I'm probably gonna want to do like one more in here so I can slide this over and then pick, you know, another title. Drag it down, make it the length you want it. Drag it like that, drag it back, double click. There is New Hope. Okay, there we go. And again, make it Maybe it's white this time because it's about hope. And maybe it's pink. Okay, save your changes, save your style, whatever type of font you want to use. And that's how you make your titles. Okay, so it's going to preview, and next video you're going to learn about how to add transitions and deal with the audio.
I guess you're not so bad after all.
Okay.